All right. Welcome, everyone. We have precisely one more minute until class starts, so I'll wait to see if anybody else gets on. But we will start promptly on time. Yeah, make sure you turn your cameras on, by the way.
Hey, Jenny, come check this guy out.
What am I looking at?
Brad, he's so cute.
Oh, you're so right. He is too cute. I wonder if he's single.
I don't know. I sure hope so. Maybe I can slide into those Zoom DMs?
Miss Tackett, with all due respect, it appears you are unmuted.
This is so embarrassing.
Thank you. Well, with that, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, and welcome all of you to Introduction to Underwater Basket Weaving. I am Professor Whitley. Today, we are going to be going over the syllabus, and then y'all are going to be dismissed. So first off, I'm going to take attendance. I already know that Ms. Tackett and Mr. Allen are in here, so thanks for that. Is a Lewis Hudson here?
Yes, sir. President Punctual. I'm very excited to take this class, sir. I look forward to having you as professor. Sir, underwater basket weaving is a dying art, and I'm so excited to learn how to keep it alive.
Thank you for that assessment, Lewis. I was just wanting to know if you were present, but you know what? I'm glad you're excited for the class. It appears we only have one other student enrolled in this class. That's very disappointing. I'm very ashamed of the student body here. Miss Shaw, are you with us?
I'm here.
Can you please turn your camera on, Miss Shaw?
I can try. My Wi-Fi isn't very good, so I'll turn it on, but the Wi-Fi runs faster when it's turned off.
Okay, buddy. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get on with the syllabus. Now, let me see. How do I do this screen share?
It's down at the bottom of the screen, right in the middle, the little green arrow.
Ah, yeah. Thank you, Lewis. I think I've got it.
You have to...
I have to what? I have to what, Lewis? You know what? Whatever. Syllabus is on Blackboard. I'm not even going to worry about it. You could just pull it up on there. I've already got it memorized because, I've been teaching this class for 20 years. So let's just go ahead and get started going over the policies. Oh, well, Brad, I see you've got perfect timing there. As would be the policy in the physical classroom, there are no food and drink allowed.
Come on, bro. It's hard to be comfortable in my own home without some quality snacks.
Well, I would agree, but in my class, you're not in the comfort of your own home. You're in the comfort of a Zoom class.
Dude, when's the ad drop date again?
It's in the syllabus, which is on Blackboard.
But it's syllabus day.
Well, anyway, the next policy is the attendance policy. You are not tolerated to miss any classes. If you miss a single class, it will result in one letter grade drop. In order to get full attendance, you're going to need to keep your screen on for the full duration. Only death will be excused because even if you're sick, you can still log on to Zoom. Ah, Mary Grace, thank you for the fine example. She now has a B in this class.
I'm out.
Well, skipping class results in a drop of 2 letter grades, so Brad's just demonstrated that for us. Are there any questions?
I have a question, sir.
I should have known.
Will the exam be online?
Yes, the exams will be online during class time. You will log in into the Zoom meeting and complete your test while I proctor it. Anyone caught on their phone, they will receive a grade of a 0. You only have 2 exams, which are the only grades apart from the attendance in this class. Are there any other questions?
Is Sarah going to be punished for being on her phone right now during class?
No, she's going to flunk.
But you could speed up the process.
You know I can hear you, right?
Yes, sweetie. That is, in fact, the point of a Zoom class.
Well, since I'm going to flunk out, I might as well drop the class. Peace out.
Do you think Brad knows he has never left the meeting?
I don't think he has. We'll just leave him be for now.
Looks like I'm your only serious student.
Well, actually, the minimum enrollment for this class is still 2 students, so unfortunately, underwater basket weaving is canceled for this semester. Sorry, you'll just have to try again next semester. Goodbye. And Brad's still in here because he is, in fact, a loser. I'll just have to tell the university that all of my students dropped. I couldn't handle a class with that many basket cases. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't notice you there. You're probably wondering why I'm showering. Well, to answer your question, sometimes in life, you just gotta clean yourself of the things that are terrible in this world. And I find that one of the ways that I find really easy to just clean the terrible things in life is not only by taking a really nice shower, but also by showing people the embarrassment of my past. For example, here's some TNL videos that we never put out that you might be thinking to yourself, wow, James, why did you do this? And I don't really have an answer for that. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it.
I think me and Kayla were going to do our discipleship because I wasn't in town this morning. And then I think some people from the BCM want to go out.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'll sit down and real intense like I'll just ding 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 ding.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Alright, no, that didn't happen and your arm is still there.
Kelly, what'd you do?
I'm playing with wax. Look, I'll do it again.
I think it's pretty safe to say nobody actually cares if you're clean when you go on vacation. It's not like there's some sort of serious viral pandemic that's putting everybody in quarantine, right?
Great. Now I have guilt.
Hey guys, it's Faith here. I just wanted to share one of my most helpful tips about packing for traveling. It's important to always pack lightly. That's why I always use one U-Haul instead of two.
Alongside the things that we just refuse to show on TNL, there have been a couple of other things that I just want to highlight. We actually put out there for people to watch voluntarily.
A crush?
Is with a heavy heart that I must report the unfortunate passing of Spidey Sense and the dating website.
We don't need therapy, we just came to vibe with everyone.
Country boy, I love you.
Let's open Facial Book, Tweet, or Snappy Gram. I'm gonna call the missus. Hey, baby.
And now for something completely different.
Wake up in the morning feeling like John Barry. Got my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm finna hit this campus. Cause when I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Crest. Cause when I go to 812, I'm giving it my best.
There you have it, folks. I think overall, we can all agree that this is a video that should never be replicated again. I mean, I don't know about you all, but at least in my perspective, this is more cursed than anything else I've shown in this video prior. I mean, seriously, like, look at me. I'm wearing an anime shirt. And it's the worst possible thing about this scenario.
Well, overall, I hope that you all have had a very wonderful time going through this terrible TNL history with me. Tune in next time where hopefully I'll actually get a sense of humor.
Hello. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly Tackett, and I'm a senior here at EKU. And I'm so blessed with the opportunity to host the first online TNL. But for closing, I just want to share a story that started out with me trying to write it on my own. So I grew up in church, and all of my family were Christians, and I assumed that because they were a Christian, I was a Christian. I didn't think I had to do anything on my own. I didn't think that I had to act. I just was a Christian by association. Therefore, my life did not reflect Christ at all. I lived with a negative state of mind. Everything that came out of my mouth was negative. I was so fearful for the future. I was always worrying. And although people didn't realize it on the outside, I was very judgmental on the inside. But God got my attention one day, and that was in Sunday school. And my Sunday school teacher was talking about how sometimes God put things on his heart to pray for people. And someone asked, has he put anything on your heart for us? So he started going around the room, and I was being the judgmental person that I was. And I was thinking, oh, if he has these nice words about them, he's going to have this awesome thing for me because I've grown up in church and I've been here longer. So he goes around the room and he ends with me and he says, Kelly, you do not know who you are in Christ. And that just really, it broke my heart. I didn't know what that meant. Like, what do you mean I don't know who I am in Christ? That makes no sense. So we go through the service, and the whole time I can't pay attention because all I'm thinking is, what do you mean, Lord? Like, I don't understand. I don't even know what that means, that I don't know who I am in you. So as the preacher got up and he was giving the sermon, I continued to pray, and I was asking the Lord, like, what do you mean? Like, will you show me what this means? And my preacher stopped, and he looked at me, and he said, Kelly, you are a child of God. And that is when I kind of let my story go to God, and I let him be the author and let him take control as he showed me who my identity is. So John 1:12 says, but to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. So we are given this opportunity and this identity in Christ, but it's not on our own. We didn't do this ourselves. So Romans 5:7-10 says, for one will scarcely die for a righteous person, though perhaps for a good person one would dare to even die. But God shows his love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Since therefore we have now been justified by his blood, much more shall we be saved by him from the wrath of God. For if while we were enemies we were reconciled to God by the death of his Son, much more now that we are reconciled shall we be saved by his life. And I don't know about you guys, but it would be so hard for me to die for a friend. Like, I would have to think so hard about it. And that's someone that I love. But Christ died for us while we were his enemies. I was living a selfish life. We were living for ourselves, and we had nothing to do with him. But he died for us anyways, and he loves us so much that he would give up his only son to die. But he didn't stop there, and his grace continues. And he rose Jesus back from the dead 3 days later and defeated sin. So our lives, we can look completely different. And that's when our story starts, when we accept him and we let him into our lives. So after that point, I accepted Jesus, and my heart was just filled with so much joy. And I was full of his love. I had a peace that was above all understanding. Like, I can't explain it. And I could see how God was writing my story, and he was the author of my life, and I just had to give it over to him. So through this, I can see his faithfulness, even when the chapters seem like they're going bad. So there were times whenever relationships ended that I thought were so good for me, but looking back, I can see that Christ was working, and that ending that relationship was the best thing. Or I can see that through going to EKU, a school that I did not want to attend, that Christ was working in my heart, and that he used this school to transform me and bring me closer to him. So a long time ago, if someone would have asked me, like, what's my story, I would have said that I didn't have one, that I didn't really go through a traumatic experience, and that Christ was just a part of my life all this time. But now I have realized that God can use any story, and that he has a story for all of us, and that he is the writer and perfecter of it all. And without him, like, our stories would just not go well, but through him, he can do anything immeasurably more than we can imagine. So if you have a story like this, I would love to hear it, and I would just ask you to reach out to me and let me know. But if you don't have a story like this and you haven't discovered the story that God has for you, I can promise you he does, and I would love to meet with you. So please reach out to me. We can go get coffee sometime and just talk about this. And there are plenty of other people at the BCM who would love to talk to you too. But that is my story, and I'm so thankful that God has changed my life, and I pray that you will find yours too. Thank you guys for listening.